make dinner now? I have to leave.
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever. Go ahead.
I said, can you make dinner? I'm leaving and the kids are getting picked up in 10 minutes.
No problem. I'll be down in 10 minutes. Hey, what's up? It's Chad with Landscape Leadership. Would you ever want your prospects to come to your lawn care or landscaping website and think that, number one, you have no clue what they really want, and number two, you don't really care? Of course you wouldn't. You have really great intentions. You'd love to help these people out. The problem is sometimes we use the wrong words on our lawn care landscaping website, and it doesn't communicate this properly to our prospects. So today, we're going to cover some of the words that you should be using and where to use them on your homepage. This whole topic started because I originally made a video that said the words that I don't want to see on your lawn care landscaping website's homepage. So we've been doing a follow-up series of videos that talk about, okay, what words should you be using? And specifically, at what different places on your homepage should you be using them? I encourage you to go back and watch those videos. In the last video, we talked about the hero image, which is this central image that people first see when they come to your homepage. Now, hero images are great. They can communicate a lot, but only can use a little bit of words. So you might have a heading and a subheading. What we're going to talk about now is what follows the hero image, and that's a section that I like to call the empathy and problems module. Now, the reason that I like to make this next part important on your homepage is because of what I learned in a book that I want to share with you. This is called Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. I encourage you to go out, buy the book, read it, or get the audio version and listen to it when you drive around. So there's a lot of really great things that I learned in this book, but some of the main primary points relate to this module on the homepage. The first thing would be, what are you doing to show the mix of empathy and authority on your website? Specifically on this homepage, if you think about when you go to some of your industry peers' websites, they talk a lot about authority. Maybe you're even guilty of this. You tout awards, you talk about how many customers you service, you go on and on about really how wonderful you think you are. But you have to remember that prospects are looking for you to really understand what their problems are. They want to know when you recite back to them in these words that you really get it. And so if you use too much authority and not enough empathy, they're going to think you're totally not listening to them. The other thing is going into problems, really defining and naming them. And so companies of all types of industries are notorious for marketing to external problems. I'll give you an example. In the lawn care and landscaping space, you might say an external problem would be, I want my lawn to look nicer, or I need to build a patio. But really, what's going on inside of your prospect? What can you say to really identify with them? What they're really buying is not a green lawn or a patio. They might be buying something that keeps them from being embarrassed in the neighborhood, or they might be frustrated because they can only entertain 4 guests at a time on their small little deck behind their new house. Those are important internal problems. Now, likewise, there's philosophical problems that clients and prospects are feeling inside, and those usually frame themselves with words like should or shouldn't or ought to or ought not to. So if you think about, especially when you start talking about the experiences that they're facing with dealing with other types of lawn or landscape contractors, and you're talking about what they should or shouldn't or ought to or ought not to have to deal with, that's really important. So let me show you some more examples. So here's another great example. Rockwater Farm is a client that performs a full array of maintenance services as well as design build. So after we go underneath the hero image here, we look at the copy that shows up on the page and it says something like this. Improving and maintaining your home's landscaping shouldn't be an impossible chore filled with endless research and unreliable landscape companies. We understand that you might have other priorities in life and that you'd rather enjoy your outdoor living areas rather than work on them. Since 2005, Rockwater Farm Landscapes and Hardscapes has specialized in helping Loudoun County and Prince William County, Virginia homeowners create and maintain beautiful and functional outdoor living spaces that are filled with enjoyment and relaxation versus frustration and worry. Can you see how meaningful this would be to your prospect? Someone coming to your website, that you really get their problems, that you're listening, that you understand clearly, you're reciting back to them what they're really dealing with? When you put this text together and put it on your website, make sure it's about 4 to 6 sentences at max. Be concise, be clever, speak conversationally. When in doubt, go to empathy. Don't tout too much authority. Also, when you're doing this, it's also important to work in some keywords here and there, but just don't force them. Maybe some location references might make sense, but again, this is all about your prospect. So by now you're probably saying, but Chad, we are great. Our people are great. We really do know what we're doing way more than our competitors. Now there's a place for that, and we're going to cover that in the next video where we're going to talk about how you use authority, just a sprinkle of it, on your homepage. Stay tuned. Thanks a lot. I hope you learned a lot by this video. If you have any questions, let me know. I need to go make dinner. Talk to you later.